Good morning. Crisp packets, chocolate wrappers and plastic bags, just some of the soft plastics that a council in Somerset will now collect for recycling from your bins at home. It's a trial, but when will other areas do the same?
You know that it can be really annoying, can't it, when you're doing the recycling at home and you've got your bottles and your paper and all that sort of stuff, but there's some stuff you can't do anything with and you just have to
put it in the landfill.
Yeah.
Is it bin day today, John?
It might be, yes, I might be slightly preoccupied. But yeah, we're talking about soft plastics that sometimes we haven't been able to do anything with. But now a council in Somerset is becoming the first to roll out curbside collections for that kind of stuff.
Yes, so we need to think about what that might be. It's the sort of stuff that, like you say, you can't normally recycle. Ben has all the details for us this morning. Ben, is it your bin day today too?
It's a really good question. I think mine's on a Tuesday.
You should know.
I think so.
Come on.
I know, I should know this. But with these soft plastics, which is what we're focusing on this morning, until now, you'd either have to take them to the supermarket to recycle them or throw them in your black bin. So this trial is aiming to avoid both of those things. Let me explain how it'll work. Good morning. Yes, North Somerset Council is one of the very first in the UK to collect soft plastic for recycling. We're talking about things like crisp packets, chocolate wrappers, pet food pouches, plastic bags and so on. The council said this type of rubbish accounted for around 10% of black bin waste in the county. But like pretty much all councils, North Somerset's budgets are stretched and it wanted to cut back on black bin collections to save money. By introducing this new way of doing things, the council says it can save cash and do more for the environment.
By recycling more, including our soft plastics, we will find less in our black bins. Therefore, the black bins will be much emptier and we will have less cost in getting rid of the remains of what's in a black bin. And by increasing the recycling, we're also saving the council money. So it's a win-win, really. And above all, it is a really good thing for the environment to not be so wasteful.
Question is, though, where does this soft plastic end up when it's recycled? Well, it can be reused and turned into things like bags for life or traffic cones, even. North Somerset Council said it won't be sent to landfill or exported for incineration. Now, this isn't the only council that's been trialling or intends to trial this type of collection. In fact, every household across England will have the curbside collections by March 2027. Now, one estimate suggests that of the 311,000 tonnes of plastic wrapping found on supermarket shelves, a mere 6%, just 6%, gets recycled. For the last few years, you've been able to return plastic to supermarket collection points for recycling, but an investigation by environmental campaigners found 70% of the soft plastic collected was simply burned.
It's great to see North Somerset Council trying to increase recycling rates, but the truth is we can't recycle our way out of the plastics crisis. And soft plastic is actually particularly hard to recycle, and trackers placed in supermarket take-back schemes have shown that most of this waste ends up being burned in incinerators or sent to landfill, not actually recycled. So these schemes kind of give people a false sense that the problem's being handled, but the only real fix is to cut how much plastic we're producing in the first place.
The British Retail Consortium, which represents supermarkets, told us retailers are committed to reducing unnecessary packaging and plastics. Said that making it easier to return packaging to stores was helping to increase recycling, but significant improvement will only happen when there are more curbside collections and the facilities to process soft plastics. The government is expected to roll out those curbside collections across England, as I say, by March 2027. And it is a really tricky one, this one, Sally and John, sometimes, because you get there and you look at a sandwich packet and you think, well, it's mostly cardboard, but what about the plastic window, the cellophane bit? So even when you're trying to do your bit, do your best, that sometimes, and it varies from area to area.
What do we do with a sandwich container, then?
I should never have said that, because I don't have the answer to that.
To rip it off, to separate them, I don't know.
And a coffee cup.
Bags
you
of
take
bread,
the plastic, I stand at the bin, take the plastic lid off the coffee cup, recycle that, but what does the coffee cup do? So, anyway.
I think we're going to be busy with this today, Ben.
I think we are, yeah.